Have you asked yourself in the meantime if it is possible to repair a Kissing Barbie? Some weeks have passed by since we talked about the Kissing Barbie repair the last time. I'm Busy Bee from Germany. I'm a long-time Barbie collector and a Barbie dog for almost 10 years. This channel is more than your one-stop Barbie repair workshop. To answer the question if it is possible to repair a Kissing Barbie, yes, it is possible. And here's the way how to do it. Here's the way how to repair a Kissing Barbie with all my ideas and failures on my way to the final result that you see here in the picture. So when I found a way how to repair the Kissing Barbie, what's the right way to do it and what do we encounter along the way to this result? So my first step of action was to re-glue the head mold together again with the stick. So this is my Kissing Barbie repair until now. I have achieved some progress here. You can see I have at least made something work again, but I'm not sure if this function works like it works at the moment, or if this button has to be the way it is here. But anyway, let's see how far we come with this repair now. You can see in there is a little spring and the mechanism is working with the spring, so the spring starts the mechanism, makes the mechanism work. I hope you can see it a little bit. I will take her apart in a sec again so that you can see a little bit better what's happening inside. But the problem is when I take her front body part off, then we can't push the button on her back anymore, and then I cannot show it to you again. So I can explain you what's happening inside, what I think is happening inside, but I can't push the mechanism while I put her apart. So for the reassembly I would like to put the arms back in. So we are going to do this as a whole thing, not just the joints, but I also put the arms back on before I reset the joints in again. And that's why I'm heating the arms a little bit up. I'm making them soft again so that I can put the joint in the arm again, and then we are going to reassemble the doll piece by piece. Let's wait just a sec and then we'll be back. So my arms are soft again, and then I can move the joints in the arm again so that we have something like this. So, and then they are attached to the body again. So let me just so that's how we get our arm joints back again. I think before I will use my MEK later, I will use some end papers to secure my joints so that I don't melt them to the body. That's not what I plan to do. Now I hope I can take her apart again without problems, but you see the spring is not very cooperative here. Okay, so that's what we have inside. So this whole mechanism works with a kind of stopper, a spring, and the push button on her back. And you move with this thing here, the push button on her back. And that moves the spring here. So I was afraid of this stopper thing because we repaired the metal stick, and on this metal stick was a kind of stopper, and I was very afraid if I could make the mechanism work again, because I was not sure if I could make this mechanism work without the metal piece that stopped the head inside or not. And that was for a long time my very big concern, why I have not continued to work on this doll. Although it is not really complicated, the mechanism itself is not really complicated, but I think you have to work quick when you want to repair it, because we only have one take here. I have to soften the whole edges up again with MEK, and then we have to reassemble it in one piece, and I hope this will work again after the procedure later. No, and not we have to take it apart again and see where the mistake was. So that's my plan here. So I hope you understand what we just saw in a little clip I made before. So that's the whole mechanism inside, and now I think I understand why this metal stick breaks apart, because there is a lot of power that goes to the stick and that makes it break. So the construction itself is very fragile. Now let's prepare the arms with the paper. So what we are going to do now is soften the edge here with MEK in my little MEK jar here. It's a solvent, and after making this edge soft, I have to put the two parts together again, and then we have to wait for 24 hours, because this stuff needs 24 hours to dry completely. And I hope So my next idea here is to use some cotton ball on the arm to stabilize it. I think that's caused the problem yesterday when I tried to put it together again, and I think that was the problem, because it was only the arm that came out. And let's see if I can fix the problem this way. So this is just from my cotton ball back, just plain cotton ball. So let's try it again. Let's put the body together again, and let's see if we have more success this time with the little help of our cotton ball. So when you plan to repair, it never works like you want it to. And I have taken apart the whole body again, because the result I got was not what I wanted. So I took it apart and I tried to use some of these mini elastics here to make a kind of stopper here in this area of the stick, which is working. But then I tested the whole mechanism again, and I saw that this stopper here, the rim of this stopper, was too small somehow. So I have an idea how to fix this. I will put something around this to make this a little bit taller, but not too tall to make it fit into the body again. And I hope this will fix the problem. So for reasons of repairing, I tested the mechanism yesterday again and I found 3 weak points. I hope that I can get the problem solved with a little bit of Sucro here. It's a moldable glue, so that we can solve at least one of the problems today. So this stuff has to dry for 24 hours. So I'm going only to tape a little bit today. And one of the weak points I found here is in the back of this mechanism. This comes off again always, no matter how hard you push. This is somehow a little bit problematic, and I'm going to fix this a little bit. I'm not sure if this will work or not, but we will try it and see how this works. If it does not work, then we are going to remove it again. But let's check. I'm no engineer, but I play around until I find solutions. So that just keeps the push button in place. What I also saw yesterday is that this stopper causes some problems because we modified the whole spring mechanism thing a bit, and I think now the stopper here is a little bit too short for what it should do, and I hope we can solve the problem by enlarging the whole stopper a little bit. So I need only a very tiny bit here, and I'm planning to make the stopper a little bit taller. So it's just a teeny tiny bit of Sucro that I need here. And I hope that will do the trick. Let's test. Maybe a teeny tiny bit more. On this side to make it a little taller. To prevent that my spring comes off again. So I hope this will work. Let's wait until tomorrow and see if this is the right solution for the problem. So let's cross our fingers. I will let this dry for at least 24 hours. And then we will check again. So I have no better idea than to use hot glue because the Sucro idea did not work out like I wanted it to, and so I used my hot glue gun here and made a stopper with hot glue, and let's see if this works better or not. But for this test I have to seal the body and I have to hurry up because my sucro in here is going to become hard. So we have to hurry up a little bit today to make this work. Alright, technically it should work, but I don't know if this will like we want it to. So now let's hurry up a little bit because I have to adjust this here. And I want to glue this in place too. Let's see. I can. Get this the way I want it to. Now let's prepare the second pad here and attach it here. So I think that are my weak points in this construction, and then I'm going to put the top here back on in a sec. But this time I try to seal my sides with Subaru too, because I think the gap is too wide for using MEK, because this was really hard to get in here and the plastic is much thicker. That's why we have a bigger gap here at the side. So I had to cut through these pieces here, and that was really a lot of work and a hell of work. So I don't recommend this to you to do this. But let's seal this stuff again and let's see tomorrow if we had any success or not with the repair. So let's make the pad here a little bit taller and then close the front. So let's see, and I think I have to use some tape to glue it in place so then the mechanism can't go in any direction it shouldn't go. And then I'm going to seal this here with Sucro. So now let's start. I hope you can see what I mean. So I don't recommend this to you to do it, because it's really a hell of work and you have very big gaps. Technically it should work again, but I'm not sure if we can make it work again. So if it's going to work, it's fine. If it's not going to work, this was an interesting, exciting repairing adventure. So I will let her dry in this position, and that's the exact way like I used to dry my talking Barbies when they are drying for 24 hours with the MEK. Now we have to wait 24 hours until we can see if my idea has worked out the right way or not for the Kissing Barbie. So I have at least a good news. The head is working again, so I could repair her at the end. I'm not sure if this push button has to go back inside always or not. I'm not sure because I have no model where I can see how this was originally working. So I have here the head moving a bit and a kissing sound, but I'm not sure if this was originally the way it is now. I can't tell you because I have never seen a working Kissing Barbie. So I think that's at least a success that we had here in the repair. I will reassemble the legs tomorrow and I will put the head back on, the rubber head that she had over her mask, her plastic head here for the function. And then I think we are ready with the kissing repair. So I hope you can see this. That is what's inside a Barbie head. The rerouting pattern that you normally can't see, but in this head you can see it. And that's how it's done with the sewing machine. And we are going to reattach the head now again on the plastic mold. The plastic model. I'm just going to take off the rubber band. Let's dry her a bit, and then I have to say that the maybe it's better this way. I have to keep in mind that I have to insert the head to the mold where my hole is here above. So the hole is my point for orientation, and then I only have to close the head here with a string like it was before. And then we are done. Let's check if we can see anything still. She's moving her head. I think we have achieved something, but I'm not sure if we achieved the full repair or not, because I don't know how it was originally. So I hope you have learned something in my little video, now that we have finally repaired a Kissing Barbie. I hope you like my channel, you share this video with your friends, you recommend me to your collector friends, you see my other videos that I have on my channel. See you in the next weeks. Your Busy Bee from Germany. Bye!